as yesterday's podcast, we talked in depth detail for a whole hour about The Offer, that great documentary about the making of The Godfather. Do a little role playing here. I'm going to be Don Corleone, and you're Johnny Fontaine, the singer. All you got to do is ask me how I'm going to make sure you get the part in that movie. So I'm going to start out with, I'm going to do a little Brando. All right. You don't have to worry. I want to make sure you get the part in that movie.
But Don, how do I know I'm going to get the part?
Don't worry about it. I'm going to make him an offer he can't owe Steve.
I was just worried that you're going to beat me up and tell me to be a man.
Stop. Because I look like a man. I look like a man.
Spears and Steinberg.
You know what the fuck it is?
Aries and Andy. Chew and the jerk.
You know it's time to get this work.
The real raw, gutter, uncut cocaine. No political corrections.
Always sleep.
Fuck being awoke. We discuss politics and jokes.
Scribe, we lit.
There's levels to this shit. Before you was sucking on your mama's tit.
Aries Spears don't give a fuck.
We talk about race a lot, racism,
Sexism.
Much love to my loyal bitch bag holders.
Rollers, clip loaders.
We got them in the folders.
The whole world on our shoulders.
Spears and Steinberg.
Yeah.
Dominique Davis. Jordan denies Elba. Yo, A&A and the AM, PM, if you fucking nasty. Salute to you guys with the constant Escobar level pure uncut cocaine that you give us every week. Quick question. I saw an article saying that Michael Jordan denied Idris Elba. Yes! From downtown. From playing him in a biopic. How do you guys feel about this? Love and respect. Yeah, nigga. Yes. All the way. No disrespect to Idris Elba, but nah, yo. The one thing I'm not gonna allow is for a British nigga to play MJ. MJ is from, he says, I'm a country boy from North Carolina. He claims the South, but he's from fucking Brooklyn. He was born in Brooklyn. So technically he's a New Yorker, but he claims the South. He don't fucking belong from the pawn, you know? It's not Michael Jordan. Fuck out of here, yo. I'm adamantly against that.
I honestly believe it.
Nah, don't do that, Andy.
No. I honestly believe it has to be someone unknown.
Somebody mentioned to me, I can't remember if it was my boy Chad the Bearded one. He said Derek Luke, which I wouldn't be mad at a bald Derek Luke, just not tall enough.
I don't want to see anybody I know. I want it to be someone I don't know.
I believe it has to be somebody you don't know.
Yeah.
But where do you find 6'6", good-looking, lean, sexy, super athletic and talented, knows how to play basketball and mimic Mike? Where do you find that nigga?
Junior college.
You think so?
Yeah.
But then if it's in junior college, they're going to be, well, okay. If you really playing Mike from the young days. But what happens when he has to fill out his Mike?
I don't know. It's going to be hard. There's not a, and then now if Mike has like final say, Jesus.
Oh yeah, goddamn. You know, they always said Mike is very serious about his image. He don't just lend his name to shit. He don't just lend his image to shit. That's serious. He turned down Idris Elba, said, nah, nigga, you don't have to do this. I'm only doing this because who I am. You can't play the game that way because you can't play me. Break. All right. The best questions for the Spears.
If it was the 70s, do you think they would have had like a white guy play him?
Jordan?
Yeah.
I would have white dude play ball.
I know. I just think it's funny because we just did this thing on the Godfather, and they were just pitching white guys to play these Italian guys, which I just thought was funny. So it was the 60s.
No, son. Fuck that. Jay Jones. Wait, let me make sure this one. Okay. All right, Jay Jones. Sorry for the long email synopsis. Before you start reading, I asked a lot of questions, so I suggest by answering them one at a time. Listening to episode 351, and Annie was commenting about a listener, talking about your Hollywood success. As much as we all wish you were a bigger star, I have to ask you a question and want you guys to really deep dive on this. Nigga, if we dive too deep, we might run into a gay nightclub bouncer. If you would have maintained your projected growth in this industry from where you started, or if you was to get a call from your agent saying that Denzel was directing a movie and needed you for the next 18 months, would you still do the podcast since this would be your big break you've always been looking for these years? Let me answer that right now. Of course, because I would fly Andreas out to the set every week to keep this motherfucker going. Because what if the movie is a flop and don't change a goddamn thing?
And we could do it Zoom.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. We got the equipment now.
Kind of ways to do it.
Yeah. And if you did continue to grow during the beginning of your career, do you think you would have ever met Andy and have this great podcast you have now? Just something I was thinking about listening to Andy's comments. Maybe this was the path chosen for you because you've met a great guy. Aww. That you would almost consider a Jew brother by now. And you also have your own platform where you can express yourself, unlike most Hollywood stars where they have to protect their image at all costs. Now, I'm not saying you may not get that huge opportunity. I'm just saying that maybe building this platform alongside with Andy may be the reason everything you wish for may come into tuition.
Fruition.
He wrote into tuition. But he should have said fruition, right?
Yeah, tuition, that's what you pay to go to school, isn't it?
$10. A lot of you go back to school, nigga. And once again, I hope I saved you $10 for the next email. I know you didn't. Your timing was impeccable, though. Episode 353. I think Omar Hardwick would have been nice to see play Training Day. Over Denzel? Nah. Episode 357, you guys were talking about T.I. and his stand-up comedy. Had me thinking of a question for you, Aries. I know you always said that you like the fame and would rather be in front of the camera instead being behind the scenes. But I pose a question for you. If Comedy Central called you and your agent in and said that they wanted you to write an hour of stand-up material for an upcoming comic who they wanted to market, if they wanted you to sit down with him or her for a few weeks so that your person could master the material that they wrote up for them and they would pay you $10 million. Yes. After taxes. So basically $20 million. The only catch is you wouldn't receive any credit for the material and you would have to sign a contract saying you could never speak of the matter. And if you ever did, you would owe your $10 million back. Would you take the offer or could you never just give up your own material regardless of the amount? Episode 369, Mickey from Rocky Voice. Yeah. Good job, nigga. You finally caught up. Now stay on track and fall in line with the rest of the darkies. Finally caught up after only 2 months. See? It's kind of like what we talked about with the Godfather thing. If you build it, they will come. Once again, sorry for the long email. Hopefully I didn't make any mistakes and you guys both have enough to get your own Little Caesars pizza. I know you'll get that joke. Hopefully I don't have any mistakes. You get it?
Yeah, well, Caesar's pizza $5, so there's one mistake, so we each get $5 each. Is that what it is?
Yeah, $10 to $10.
Yeah, so we can each afford a Caesar's pizza.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Let me ask you that question. If somebody paid you an exuberant amount of money to write for somebody, would you?
What do you consider exuberant?
You the Jew, you tell me.
It'd have to be enough that I could just be done.
So that's it.
That's it. Like,
and you wouldn't have a problem or feeling like, oh, damn, if you come up with something really good, you want to keep it.
Yeah.
See, that would be my biggest thing.
But, you know, I'm really honest. And even though you say that whatever I'm about to say isn't true, I do feel my shelf life is limited. So if I had an opportunity to cash out,
right,
and, you know, felt good about what I did and could have a, you know, a nice ending to this story, why not?
Right.
But I'm not in that. But you see, it's different for you because you're established in this industry. So there is still, like, you already have established a place in this industry where, like, that you're not done.
Oh, beg to differ.
But
According to Hollywood, I'm done.
I might not even be able to get started. So if that's my choice, you might get started, or
Right.
you could just cash out. How do you not take that?
Right. Jose Gardia sent a link that we have to check out. He said, thoughts. Woman gives a compelling argument on why men aren't supposed to be monogamous. I got to meet this bitch. Yeah, that might be the next Mrs. Spears.
I've seen a few videos like this, but
Good girls.
we'll get to it, Jose. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, we'll watch it. Carlos Zarazua. What up, A&A? This is completely off topic, but it was something that came to mind. There are a few pictures of Brandon Lee where he resembles Keanu. Cads. It's just Cads Reeves. Except, in my opinion, Brandon Lee is better looking. The question I have for you two is, do you guys think Keanu Reeves would have a career if Brandon Lee was alive? Certainly. Like I said, this is completely off topic from anything you've talked about in probably months. My last email about guns didn't get read, but you guys gave your boy a shout out. Appreciate you guys and the pod. Hope to see you two perform in Bakersfield, California eventually.
That's
There's always enough room for another white man. Just because Brandon Lee and that nigga was half Kung Pao. There's always room for another white man. There will never be not room for white men. White men will obliterate niggas and spics from the earth before he leaves, and there's no more room.
aside from that comment.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that there's always a lane for someone. Keanu isn't in these movies. Just there's something about him that makes him special to this industry. And if you watch him ride on a subway with no
One of the most humble, cool. I ain't never met the motherfucker, but he seemed like one of the most cool, humble motherfuckers ever.
and just doesn't he didn't buy in. He's in, but he didn't buy in.
People were wondering if I'm back. So yeah, I'm guessing I'm back.
So I think there's room, like you just said. There's always room for
There's
another white guy.
always room for white men. Believe me, there's always room. White men will go to the hospital and snatch nigger babies out of a black bitch and to make room for a white man. Goodbye, black baby bitch, and throw that black baby in the garbage. I should put that on a Hallmark card. A white man will snatch a black baby bitch out of black bitch to make room for a white man. Merry Christmas.
You could start a Twitter handle called Racist Hallmark,
Yeah, that might work. Racist Hallmark.
and you just do your own.
Yeah, there should be cards that when you open them up, there's a voice recording that plays. Merry Christmas, kikes. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah, kikes. It's your turn. Happy Hanukkah. Hello, Merry Christmas to all the Dago Wops. Merry Christmas.
I think you. I wish they would let you do. What's that thing where you do?
No. What's that Spanish shit? No Navidad. No Navidad. What's the Christmas shit for Spanish people? What they say?
What are you saying?
No Navidad. Something. It's like a song or something.
Oh, I don't even know it.
Oh, you don't know
No.
Navidad? Just some shit.
Yeah, I think you got it.
All
Pretty
right, well,
close.
you open it up. But no Navidad, you spit on a spick.
Dude, I think you should be. What's that thing where you can get people to do like your phone
Cameo.
Cameo. Maybe can you do rest in peace, Paul Mooney cameo?
Can't rest in peace, Paul Mooney cameos. I could probably try it. I could probably try it. My boy Mookie. Carlito's Way. What up, my niggas? So let's talk about my favorite movie, Carlito's Way. When the fucking kids are crazy, Carlito, they shotgun you just to see you jump up in the air, papi. People don't understand what this movie was about. The man literally just wanted to be a regular 9-to-5 nigga after experiencing being a top-notch drug dealer. The fact that the plot was just that simple made it my favorite movie. I watch this shit every time it comes on, and every time I scream, look at this bum-ass nigga, Benny Blanco. What pisses me off is that Carlito states in the movie he know Pachanga is a snake, and he still trusted him. In that moment to get Gail to the train station. What do y'all think? Was Carlito dumb for trusting Pachanga? What do y'all think of the movie on a scale? Of 1 to 10. I know these Italians. They're gonna see this one with their eyes closed. Ooh, it's getting dark. I love it, man. You know, the only thing that bothered me about Carlito on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it an 8. The only thing that stopped it from being a 10, and I know it goes against the point of the movie. He's an ex-drug dealer trying to go straight. But whenever I get anything gangster, mafia, street, hood, with Pacino, De Niro, and Denzel, I want them to see, I like when they get greasy with it. You know what I mean? Like, get dirty with it. Like, again, Training Day, Denzel was that the whole movie. American Gangster, he was that, but I wish he would have got more. I wanted to see more violence from him. I like Denzel's such a good actor. I want to see him get angry. I like him when he's rough. Listen, I said this before. I would love to see Denzel play an abusive dude, physically abusive to a woman, just to see what he brings to it. Because I thought Lawrence Fishburne was terrifying as Ike Turner. That scene where, you know, she jumps behind the couch and you see Lawrence, they don't show it, but you know what it is. He's punching her behind the couch and he drags her with the hair to the room. I don't think Denzel would ever do that because that would go against his Denzelness. As he said, he didn't do 7 because he thought it was too dark. So I don't think Denzel would put himself, and he knows his audience is black women. I don't think he would put himself in that position.
But that's a true story, though. So do you think it's a true story that he would?
I don't think he'd do it. I don't think.
Let's say he did do that. Do you think he could compete with the performance?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
But to see Denzel get that cold, I would love to see that. Not that I'm promoting wanting to see women get beat up. I'm just saying for him to be that, a character you hate and despise. Because certainly in What's Love Got to Do with It, that scene where he raped her in the sound booth, you know, you hated that nigga. You despised Ike Turner. I would have loved to have seen Pacino and Carlito's way just get more Scarface, but not Scarface. Just a little rougher.
But like you said, he's trying to move away from that.
Exactly.
So that doesn't work. I'll tell you, he didn't. I'll tell you the part of the movie, I still love this movie. I think it's one of the best. But it's when he says that he needed to kill Benny Blanco. He knew that's the mistake. It wasn't. It was
fucked up.
It wasn't trusting.
Right.
It was that he didn't kill Benny Blanco.
Right. Well, and that's why Pachanga knew. Oh, you fuck. Because it goes. Oh, fucked up, man. The streets is watching.
Yeah.
You know, and he knew that by not doing that, he put the word out. Carlito's soft, man.
So that's really that's the hinge in the movie where the door opens for it to be done.
And I think that's one of Sean Penn's best performances.
Dude, I love the when he says, "Oh, you're a gangster now." That scene.
Who, you ain't a lawyer no more. You're a gangster.
Yeah.
You took his money, didn't you? Oh man. He killed us. Adios, counselor. All right. Oh, this nigga said.
You know in the scene though when he comes in and he takes the bullets out of Carlito takes the bullets out of Sean Penn's gun.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he could have saved himself if he would have walked up to the gangster that he recognizes the cop and would have walked up to because he sees that the cop is one of the kid of the guy that he killed. If he would have walked up to him and just handed him the bullets from that gun.
Do you think Pacino could have saved himself?
Yeah, do you think that Carlito could have said, walked up to that and goes, "Hey," and just put out his hand and handed him the bullets and then got away? Because then he would have known that he had taken the
nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it. And I'm leaving him there for you.
Right.
I hate this scumbag.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was just one of the thoughts I had when I watched this movie.
Right.
If they could have taken it in a creatively
that
different
cocksucker's ready to die. Here you go.
But it doesn't make the movie that we have.
Right,
but I was just wondering, do you think that could have been
interesting take?
So this is how good that movie is, Carlito's Way, to me. That you think of alternatives, or you just think of other moments in the movie if they could have went a different way.
I just wish
life.
I just wish it would have been a little bit more violent on Pacino's part.
Dude, the scene that isn't as greasy as you just said, but the scene with his nephew or whatever when they go to the drug deal.
Oh, right. He gets his throat sliced. Right.
That's a pretty fucking tough scene.
It is, but that felt like the only scene.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pacino didn't do anything after that. This is from It's All About Gmail or whatever. Them on Prime. Hey guys, I emailed once before about the show Them. Trust me, you guys have to check it out. It's one of them. What the F is this type of shows? It reminds me of a Jordan Peele film. The writing is amazing. It's about race, but with a spin. There's only one season and it's 10 episodes long. Put it on your list. Peace, guys. Yeah, I should probably check it out. Have you heard of it?
No, I'll check them out.
I don't know if I told you, but there was this.
Them. It's them?
It's called Them.
Isn't that about transsexuals?
That's hilarious. Okay, damn. This sound you just heard is Andy's dick hitting the table.
It's them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I downloaded this movie. It was a weird movie to me with Keke Palmer, black young actress, where she in the woods was slavery. But when she ran out the woods and hit the highway, it was current day life. And Common's in it. It's a weird movie, man.
What's it called?
I can't remember what it's called, but it's when she's deep in the woods, there's slavery going on.
Uh-huh.
And it looks like slavery times in the 1600s.
So is it transporting her back when she goes into the woods, or is it just...
Dude, you got to see this movie. It's weird. She's in there and there's a slave master and slaves and slave cabins. But one day she runs away and they show her running through the woods. So eventually she hits the highway. And once she hits the highway, it's 2023, 2022. And she gets picked up in a truck driven by Common. It's some weird shit, man.
What, okay, if anybody knows what this movie is, I can look it up because we can look up Common, but send it in so we know what it is. But let me look at the IMDb and see what it is.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Keep going.
Here's one from Ronald Williams. Steve, as you did before, play that same. Every time I say Ronald Williams, you got to play that, what you played last week. Or was it last week? Last week. With the psycho shit and the doom. So I'm going to count to reading his email after you just played that in 3, 2, 1. What's up, A&A? Aries, you were wrong about the most famous rapper. Snoop Dogg is known by everyone, like Andy said. All ages know who Snoop Dogg is. Not all ages know who Jay-Z is. Not trying to be funny, but my niece is 18 years old. She knows who Snoop Dogg is. The only thing she could tell you about Jay-Z is that that's Beyonce's husband. My mom is 70 years old. Love her some Snoop Dogg, but couldn't tell you who Jay-Z is. But love the podcast and beating bitches up. I think I've got a following your podcast. I'm Right Hook Ronald. Yeah, well, maybe the people that don't really know Jay-Z, maybe, Ronald, you could beat it into their consciousness.
So I do agree with him, though. I think, I said it, I think
you know what?
Snoop
A slight edge. I'll give
it's
Snoop.
just because he was commented on the time from the beginning to forever. And he is synonymous in the idea of what white people think of hip hop culture. He's synonymous in that.
Right.
And so his name floats through hip hop.
Well, and with all these damn Corona commercials now, he's become this safe Negro for white people now. They embrace him. It's like that. It reminded me of that great line Patrice said during the Charlie Sheen roast when he said, Mike Tyson, I'm uncomfortable with how comfortable white people are around you now. It gets to a point where certain niggas get to a place in American culture where white people adore them and don't see them as the threat they thought they once were.
Dude, all I know is that if you pay attention to Snoop and you watch like his interviews and things, he's as hard as he ever was. No, he is. He says shit about people. He speaks his mind. He says everything.
Yeah, but he don't have that gangster persona.
No.
Like murder was the case that they gave me.
No. But his being is still of Snoop.
Yeah,
but he like what is it that you say? You find when you find out how much you can get paid for smiling.
I said
how profitable
rappers, talk that gangster shit until they realize how profitable it is to smile.
Yeah.
Right.
And he just found out how profitable it is, but I don't think that he's changed his core of who he is as a human.
No, I'm not saying that, but he definitely ain't on some,
no
hood shit no more. He's too old for that.
Yeah, but he's clean. What's the right word? He's reinvented his packaging. I was going to say cleaned it up, but that isn't the right word. Reinvented his packaging.
Yeah,
but the core is still Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
but you don't have to call him Dog. And I love that commercial because you don't have to keep calling me. You get Snoop.
Right. That's Andy Sandberg, isn't it?
Andy Sandberg, yeah.
Yeah. Short one from my girl, Alexa. I knew bitch badge. What's the word I'm looking for when you're up for something but not there yet?
Nominated?
Not nominated, but, she's waiting in the wings. Alexa Flowers. Just wanted to say rest in peace to Shannon Moore, always and forever. Yeah, baby. Sentiment shared. Rest in peace, Shannon. Love you, baby.
Did you ever talk to her roommate again?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, I didn't. Junebug Spite. What's good, fellas? I was saddened by the news of one of the dedicated listeners. I want to send my condolences to her family. Although none of us personally know each other, I think it's dope that we've been able to know of each other through the podcast. Like music, comedy brings people together through laughter. God gave you both a talent that has touched many people, including myself. Just sidebar, STDs bring people together too. There's been many days where...
The bringing together is what brought the STDs, though.
You know what? There you go. There's been many days where I wasn't in the best of moods or I had some serious personal shit happening, and I've turned on the podcast of Aries special on Spotify and laughed my ass off. Meeting you guys in person was a dope experience as well. You both made me feel like we've known each other for years. I appreciate that a lot, and I thank you guys for the laughter you bring every week. Like Andy said, you never know what people are going through. You might inspire people whether you know it or not. Once again, my condolences to the woman who passed away. May she rest in peace. Shout out to all the bitch badge holders. Junebug loves y'all, but I got one request from Aries and Andy. Y'all got to show us day one, fellas, some more love. We hold y'all down too. We need an official name like the women have. I think of one while me, Ramfoots, and Leroy are on the run from the Bloodhounds. Aries' voice from the Wizard of Oz sketch. Get from here. LOL. Be safe. God bless y'all and podcast fans. Yeah, I gotta try to think of a name for y'all, man. I don't know. I don't know what to call y'all yet. I know that was a good thing though. Junebug Spade, Ramfoots, and Leroy Furious. Y'all the three slave niggas. Every time I say one of y'all niggas' names, I should hear chains dangling. Sound like some shit niggas running through the woods. What the fuck was that? Junebug's Bay. Bam. All right.
I'm trying to think of a name. I haven't come up. Obviously, I haven't come up with anything. I always said it.
Deidre Ann Jackson. Deidre Ann Johnson. Black Women Rock. And guys, episode 367 was intense, and I have strong ideas about how we can go about gun control. I would love if you guys had a call in because it would be easier to talk about than to write about. But write about it, I will, just not now. Did either of you know about this singer/guitarist? And then she sends a link, which we have to click on and look at. Somebody mentioned that to you while we were here in Pleasanton, right? About me and you going at it. Yeah. Somebody came up to you and said something about it. Yeah,
I a couple people have.
And you said something that was I liked. You said, every after so often, we have to get one in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's family. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said every 6 months or so we have to get one in there.
Right.
Yeah.
This is from Michael Cedar. Can't believe I'm defending Andy. What's up, A&A? My name is Michael, long-time listener, first-time emailer. I never thought I'd see the day when I'm defending Andy, because when I first started listening to this podcast, I had entire books written to blast Andy on racial topics. I'm talking Bible-length emails. That's why I never emailed. Now look at me, black man sticking up for the white man, LOL. First, let me say, Aries, you're not crazy. The problem is your understanding of the phrase mass shooting, which is the media's fault. When you hear the phrase mass shooting, you think of a white man going to shoot up a group of people. A mass shooting is technically 4 or more people at least injured by a gunshot. Sometimes, depending on who's doing the reporting, they count it as 2 or more people at least injured in any situation. So when Andy says things like across the board or that there have been more mass shootings than days, it's because mass shooting covers dozens of situations: robbery, gang violence, arguments, accidental firing, drive-bys, shooting during road rampage, etc. They're covered under mass shooting as long as 2 or 4 more people are injured. Same thing for school shooting. It's anyone injured on school premises. Like one situation, someone fired a shot in an apartment and the bullet traveled and hit a kid in the school next to the apartments. When people get robbed and shot in a school parking lot, those are counted as school shootings. The phrase makes these things look more crazy than they are. That's why we can't just look at white guys. The media also skews things with the whole AR-15s are used in mass shootings, even the ones you are thinking of. An AR-15 is like a pit bull, because most people blame pit bulls for dog attacks when the dog that did it is completely a different breed. They report these weapons as an AR-15 when they are not. Now, if you read the articles carefully, what they're doing is saying AR-15 style. What the fuck does that mean? Any black semi-automatic rifle to people is an AR-15 or an assault weapon. Yet people wouldn't ban a traditional-looking hunting rifle, even though they use the same .223 round bullets. Both can hold 30-plus round magazines. Both can be equipped with pistol grip. Again, it's the pit bull stigma. This email is already getting long, but nowhere near the email I had prepared against Andy, LOL. Hope this email finds you both in good spirits and good health. Best regards, Michael. Yeah, all right.
Thank you, Michael, because I know that it probably hurt.
Me?
No, it hit Michael.
Oh.
Because he has more that he would like to share on me, but
Right.
but there's truth in what he said, and yeah, this is very confusing on how we process these things, but we have to make changes. That's the bottom line.
And this nigga did not write a long one. Finally, Dewan Curse, Masters of Comedy. Yo, A&A, I promise to keep this short. No, I ain't. Y'all know I don't know how to do that, LOL. But you actually did, dog. On the real, though, I wanted to give you guys praise on the work you do. A lot of motherfuckers claim to be professionals in the comedy game, but couldn't open a bag of chips, let alone for you guys. In the event this shit makes it to the email episode, I have to tell everyone listening, there's a difference between being funny at the cookout and doing all that shit and doing that shit for a living. These 2 black belts put on a class for the ages while in Philly last week. And watching Andy evolve into a heavy hitter is like watching your son go from dry humping fat bitches with low self-esteem to taking the hot cheerleader to the prom and coming home telling you to smell his finger. Congrats, Andy. Your balls have dropped, LOL. Aries, you're naturally funny, but when you turn on the crowd work, goddamn, son, it's like that moment in the Avengers when all you hear is Cap on your left. I swear I had 3 heart attacks, an epileptic seizure, shat the past tense of shit, shat myself when you went in on the biracial couple when the dude sounded like he never had black pussy. It's one thing to attend your show. It's another when you guys make it a personal experience. The small interaction before and after the show carries more weight than you may know. While it's not about being validated through small talk, it's those moments with your fans that you can't capture on a phone but gets solidified in a memory. That's the shit that creates lifelong fans. Anywho, love you guys, and one day I'm looking forward to reciprocating the appreciation. Thank you, and thank you for just being you. Keep your pimp hand strong. Don't say that. Ronald is listening. Shh, Dwayne. He takes that literally. And it's not a pimp hand for him. It's a pimp fist. Followed by a what and a what. Keep your pimp hand strong and your whole trains long. Respectfully, Dewan, our boy out of Philly.
That was very nice.
Yes.
Complimentary.
We are now masters of comedy. You are master.
Dude, have you seen Joe Coy's where he does the Asian voices and he explains each particular kind of Asian?
Yes.
I think that's so funny how he does it.
I recently saw where he did a Manny Pacquiao. And it was damn pretty good.
Yeah.
This is almost as good as mine.
Joe Coy's funny, man.
I don't know if many people have ever heard me do Manny Pacquiao. Set me up with a boxing question. I just finished winning a fight and you're interviewing me. Just give me a boxing related question.
You did it again, but at your age, do you think you can continue at this pace to continue to fight?
I know that I want to I see myself to be the fighter maybe 2-3 more years. But then I want to be political back home in the Philippines because my people they need me to, because if when I win here in the boxing, I take the money and the people need the help to please the people in the boxing in the pans here, all the pans. But once I please the pans, then I can go and please the people, because the people there are my people, they're not the pans. So there's a difference between the pans and the people.
You know what? I think I need to get more pans.
Yes, everybody, but because everybody have pans. And when you have pans, they stand behind you because they're the pans of the people. And the people should be the pans of the All right. Ace Williams. Mr. Hot Dragon Pussy, back again. What up, A&A? This is Mr. Hot Dragon Pussy. Again, and yes, it means that I really enjoyed Ozark's finale. Not to make this long, but I have a crazy-ass scenario for you guys. Would you and Andy rather be able to fuck any woman you want for a whole year, but you'd lose 80% of all the money you currently have? Or, let's say Bill Gates wants to do a comedy series and he gives you $80 million after taxes, but for the next year after the series is over, you have to be a subject for different types of experiments from a team of scientists. Which option are you guys picking? Lastly, I just watched a movie called The Killing of a Sacred Deer, starring Colin Farrell. It's an A24 film, and they've been on a roll lately. It's on Showtime. It's a slow burn at first, but the ending is a mind fuck. You guys should check it out one day. Peace and blessings. So what's the scenario now? We could would you and Andy rather be able to fuck any woman you want for a whole year, but we lose 80% of what we have financially?
So you get Gemma.
Okay.
For a whole year.
But I lose 80% of my money.
80, yeah.
Or Bill Gates wants to do a comedy series and he gives us $80 million after taxes, but for the next year the series is over, you have to be a subject for different types of experiments from a team of scientists.
Dude, you started to get a little Christopher Walken as you finished that.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did you? Okay.
Just a little bit. From a team of scientists.
Well, for the next year, after the series is over, you have to be a subject for different types of experiments for a team of scientists. Something started to tell me, because I never can do Christopher Walken, and I'm not going to fool myself into thinking I can. But you know, the longer you chip at something, you Shawshank Redemption the wall. But eventually you create the hole you get through.
You just had a little drag in something you said that, like, you dragged a letter, and I said, right. I heard that Christopher Walken in there.
For the next year, after the series is over, you have to be a subject for different types of experiments for scientists. All right. Dude, let me tell you, the black answer is always going to be no. Niggas don't even want to get vaccines. So what the fuck we look like with some unknown shit? But goddamn, 80 mil, yo. I mean, they don't come with some sort of guarantee. Like, I'm not gonna grow another toe, or I'm gonna be fucked up. Like,
For $80 million, I can grow another toe.
yeah, another toe might not be bad.
Like another eye in the middle of my forehead, that might be, that's a little damaging, but
right.
a toe, I'll take it.
But look, if the bitch know you got 80 million, she gonna look at you how she's supposed to look at you, and all three of them motherfuckers.
But fuck one girl for a year and you have to get. I don't get that. That's not. There's no. Listen, I love my girl.
Right.
I ain't cheating on my girl. I love my girl, and it's because I like my
faggot.
Yeah, it's my promise. It's like my promise that I feel better about myself and my relationship because I don't. But the thing is, if it's a choice,
right?
Do I want to sleep with one girl for a year? That does not. This is a choice I made because I love the person I want to spend my rest of life. Right. But if as a choice is something that's supposed to be a reward, one girl for a year, that doesn't sound very rewarding.
Right.
If he would have said you get to sleep with any girl you want for the next year.
Well, it won't depend on who the girl is.
Nah. It's still that after that, that's the girl.
But what if it's like whoever in your mind is the baddest bitch possible?
After you listen, just be really realistic. And I know this sounds fucked up, but after you fuck that one girl, the baddest bitch, she's just the baddest bitch that you just fucked.
That was some pimp shit the way he said that. You just the baddest bitch I just fucked. Don't put your panties on. Get the fuck up out of here.
It's done.
Goddamn, put your titties away, bitch. You ain't what you used to be. You was a bad bitch before you got naked. But now that I done fucked you, you just the baddest bitch I just fucked. Fuck out of here. Comedian T.K. Kirkland had a good saying. He said, fellas, stop asking women whose pussy it is. It's not your pussy. It's just your turn. Marcel Anderson. I forgot. Yo, Andy, you tripping, dog. Gemma is like the bacon grease my mom would use in cooking. It made everything taste good. Thanks for the Gemma picks, Aries, that fat-ass monkey. Nigga. Yeah, dude. That goddamn monkey nigga.
I get you know what? That's why we all have different tastes, or we all be trying to fuck the same woman.
Yeah, I mean, you know, but damn.
It's just not my thing.
Yeah, we know. All right, this is from...
You know, I'm going to take it. If it was back in the frontier days, and I needed like big logs and stuff moved.
Right.
I needed someone that, I could depend on to like take down a deer. Yeah, then.
Dude, I swear to God, I wish there was some way I could tie you to a fucking chair and have Gemma come in the room butt naked and just rub all over your parts. And I goddamn guarantee you, your dick will be as hard as a midget's whole body.
I'm sure any hot chick that came in the room, that would happen no matter what. I'm not saying that it's not. It's just not what I would. It's not on my list.
Let me ask you something. I know I'm about to probably make all our hardcore, especially black male listeners, go, come on, man. Let me ask you a question. If you was tied down naked to a chair and a dude came in and rubbed himself all over you, if your dick gets hard, are you gay?
I don't know.
Because you would think that you have some sort of control over your shit. But like the Hulk, when it gets angry, it does what it does. So if you getting friction, your dick is the Hulk. It's going to do what it's going to do, and you got no say in the matter.
I don't have an answer to that question, but fuck this. If you
be yelling at your own dick, what you doing? Come on, man, chill. What you doing?
If your dick can get hard in prison,
right?
I
believe those are men that want to do that anyway.
No, I think there's dudes that do it.
Nah, I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all.
If your dick can do that, then it can do.
Dude, let me tell you something. And I've heard dudes say, "Yo, when you locked up for life, what the fuck? You got it. You know what I mean? At that point, might as well." I don't buy that. Even if I had life, I'm not doing that, yo.
Would you jerk off then if you were locked up for life?
Yo, my dick won't even get hard from that no more. Like, my dick recognizes my hand as an enemy.
What if you went righty? What if you went righty?
It don't matter. My dick knows it's my hand. My dick don't. I'm so used to giving pussy. If I grab my dick, it'll know This ain't pussy meat. This palm meat, nigga. Nah, this self-palm meat.
So you're just done. You're in prison.
I'm done.
The rest
nigga,
of your life.
Done. That's why I'm telling you, dude. You'd have to push me to a place where I black out. Because I'm just going, I'm not committing a crime. I'm not going to put myself where I can't have the thing that I love the most.
So
I'm not doing that.
So you don't go to prison. You go to pussy prison. That to you would be the ultimate punishment. That if you just couldn't get it anymore. That there was no pussy for you. What if the world was coming to an end and everybody's dead? You're the last dude here.
Like I Am Legend.
Yeah. You survive that? Or do you just go, fuck it, there's no pussy here?
Fucking dead female corpses, nigga. I'm walking around the earth looking for dead female women, nigga, and I'm doing my thing, nigga.
That is probably the most disgusting thing we've ever said on this podcast.
Fuck that, nigga. Yeah, nigga.
Just you, your dick, and a can of Febreze.
Hey, if I'm the only nigga here, it don't matter. You don't need no Febreze, nigga.
You don't want to smell that?
Nah, this is it. This is it. Ain't no witnesses, no tellers, no nothing.
Just you and Cosby.
And listen, if in I Am Legend, depending on the sex of the dog, that motherfucker might get it. CJ Donovan. Right Hook, Ronald, and Wayne DePayne Williams need to form a wrestling tag team that exclusively goes up against female opponents. Their entrance song could be Backhand of Emotions, sung by Aries Spears, and that special move could be the Beat a Bitch 3000. I hope to see you soon. Yeah, Ronald, this is not cool, man. You got niggas writing in, supporting your shit, dude. This is scary. Oh, what's love got to do? Got to do with it. What's love but a backhand of emotion?
Coming out of the woodwork.
Telling you, man, these are motherfuckers that have always wanted to have a platform. And Ronald has just...
I'm sure there's something, if you went online, that they'd find guys that was cool with it.
Yeah, there's some weird, I'm telling you, there's some weird women out there that would like it done.
You know, I think they would say, I think there's women out there that might say that they would want that, but to an extent, not to
Right.
Not that way.
Right. Xavier Henderson. Mr. Anderson. Hey, Aries and Andy, thanks for reading my email on the last pod. I was kind of upset you didn't know E.J. Johnson was on the new episodes of The Proud Family. Then again, I remember that voice acting is a bit different from actual acting, and that some studios, they do their lines on set, schedule, and don't necessarily interact with other cast members. Anyway, here is what I wrote months ago on Instagram, only because I had barely caught you shouting out your email at the time. Oh, by the way, which I haven't done in a while, if you want to write into the podcast, Aries Spears 45 at Hotmail, because I got a couple of people hit me up on Instagram going, yo, how I write into the show? So Aries Spears 45 at Hotmail. All right. What's up, Aries and Andy? I listened to the pod, today's pod, hoping y'all would chime in on the infamous slap everyone was talking about. Man, this might be dated as a motherfucker. I was hoping Aries was going to mention getting socked on the radio show years back. Now, nigga, why would you word that like that, nigga? Why would you word that like that?
Keep reading. Maybe it fixes itself.
Where did this motherfucker leave off? And that he could relate to Rock. But he skimmed past that and mentioned a few incidents that happened to him. One of which was an incident where a guy rushed the stage in my town, Sacramento. Shit broke my heart because I see Aries damn near every time. I've personally been roasted by him a few times. First time about a silver. It was a white polyester shirt I was wearing. After hearing about dude in my city, I don't know how long ago that was, I was like, damn, I don't think y'all will be back anytime soon. Last time seeing the both of y'all was December 2019. I really hated if one dude made y'all visit a nightmare or anything like that. There's always that one motherfucker that fucks it up for everyone, especially in Sacktown. I'd like to know more on that incident. At this point, the doo-doo has gone cold on the message. I just wanted to know more about the incident. Also saw that you have a show in Pleasanton. I'm contemplating on going, but gas is high as fuck out here, and I hate driving by the bay. Oh, and the last thing, a lot of times, Aries, your New York comes out on the pod, like when you read that Ronaldo or whatever about him giving his woman 2 shiners, you said something along the lines of, nah, that ain't it, B. What the fuck does B mean? Same thing as cuz. What's up, cuz? What's up, cuz? See you niggas in the core. Yeah, B is like, you know what I mean? Yo, what up, B?
B's nicer than cuz, though.
Yeah, cuz got all that LA shit on it. What's up, cuz? Hey, homie. What's up, little nigga? What's that Snoop? What's up, little nigga? Yeah, B is like, you know, fam. Yo, what up, fam? Yo, what up, God? Yo, what up? What up, B? Yo, what up, son? How's Mom Dukes, kid? She all right? Know what I mean? Word up. You know, it's the East Coast shit. You know what I mean? If I was in the South, I'd be shouting. Stop shouting. It's your name, meal. That shit will never be right to me. I don't care how you niggas try to sell that to me. It's your name, meal. Name, meal. And you ain't even say it is. Even if you said it properly, it sound crazy. Hello, what's your name is? But y'all say ill. How you spell that? What your name, meal? How you spell ill? I what to do, little shouter? What's your name here? You know who knows how to spell that? Proper Baba. Proper Baba knows how to spell that. I'm from Mississippi. We actually had one in here from Proper Baba. Nigga was trying to check me on something. Hold up. Leroy Furier. Mayor of Kingstown. I literally just finished Mayor of Kingstown like a week ago, and then the both of you ended up talking about it, puts in caps, fucking coincidence. The fat crip named Bunny that sits in the front yard selling drugs is a British actor. I knew the dude was a foreigner because his American accent was odd. The redheaded prostitute that got abused by the biker gang is also British. I knew that because she has one of those Eastern Hemisphere climate type faces. Damn, I always know when I'm right. The show was cool. I fuck with it. Y'all both need to watch Brawl in the Cell Block 99. Then watch Dragged Across Concrete. Oh, that sounds like Ronald Williams is the star of that. Is it Ronald or Roland? It's Ronald, right?
I thought it was Ronald. Yeah, right. Yeah, Red Hook Ronald.
Right Hook Ronald. They're hardcore Vince Vaughn American action movies. Mel Gibson is in Dragged Across Concrete and is so good at his senior citizen racism. All right, peace. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels and Kimbo Slice. Dude, I'm glad he mentioned that because it almost slipped my mind. I saw a movie. You've seen Domestic Disturbance with Vince Vaughn and John Travolta?
I think I saw it.
He plays an evil stepdad, an evil, abusive stepdad.
No, maybe I didn't see that.
Dude, I'm telling you, Vince Vaughn got the goods, nigga. He comedy and drama, man. Vince Vaughn that's my dude, man.
I like Vince Vaughn, but I just like the way he talks too. Yeah, just all his little Vince-isms.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, one of my favorite movies in terms of Vince-isms is Wedding Crashers.
Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, when they go to the house to eat in the dinner scene, and even the bedroom scene when the dude ties them up, that nigga's reactions, man. He's the greatest at reactions. Love me some Vince Vaughn, man. I'm trying to read 2 more. Jonathan Moore. P-Valley. Hey, Aries and Andy, I honestly wanted to write and tell y'all of the podcast. I wanted to know if y'all heard of this show called P-Valley on Stars. Before I finish reading this. Yes. Now let me finish reading this. If not, please just give it a watch. Aries, it's right up your alley. Shit. The show is a stripper-based show, but it's in the South. I mean the South you dislike. That was it. Keep up the great work. If this is the show I think it is, and I think it is, it's the one that, yeah, they got strippers. but it's heavy in sugar. A lot of sugar in the show. So I don't know why between that and the South, you think that's up my alley. And I don't even like the term up my alley. You know what I mean?
I just don't think you like it how it was related to this conversation.
Hey, what does a guy who visits a strip club in the South say to a stripper?
I have no idea.
Shawty, what your name is? You know this show? Yeah, it's too much glitter for me.
No. When he says South, though, are we talking Atlanta South or are we talking Mississippi South?
Mississippi South.
Because I would be interested if it was an Atlanta strip club show.
Yeah. But when you get to the real South, nigga, and bitches be having incision marks on their chest. I don't want no stripper with incision marks. What your name meal? King Ramses. What's the V with the two? Is that the 7th?
A V is
Roman
5.
numerals.
Isn't it 5?
Right.
V is 5.
V and then 2 lines.
Yeah, 7.
King James the 7th. Episode 367. Yo, the last 30 minutes were intense. I appreciate you finally getting fed up and calling Andy out on gun control versus consumer monitoring. You hit the nail on the head when you said if guns are big business, and we know this, country loves it, then my responsibility is to now look at the purchaser of said business. It was impassioned, and I felt as a black man, everything you said was correct. I still believe Andy is an ally, but he was very much doing the protect other white people thing. That said, people thing that said people tend to do. Much love and respect. Been a fan of yours since I was 8. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, but you're wrong about me.
Uh-oh.
No, because what he said, and again, what he said, that I'm doing the white people protect thing. Let me just say something, because you said something the other day. You said, would I agree, or do I agree that more white people commit these gun crimes than black people or anyone, right? And I said yes, and I stopped right there. I just stopped. So let me do this to you so that we can understand. And all I'm trying to do is get a discussion to be, when you have a conversation, so that it comes on the same playing field, so that the playing field is even. Do you agree that more white men get shot, unarmed white men get shot by the police than black men?
I know you want me to say yes, but you'll say it's based on ba-doom boom.
What?
It's based on
total numbers.
Yeah,
total numbers.
Right.
So if you go total numbers and you go, well, that's bullshit because
just
black
so you
people,
know, okay, that don't make my people feel no better.
But
that
no,
statistic.
No, it's not supposed to. What I'm saying is when you use statistics, you have to either use total numbers, and then you could go by total numbers you want to, or you go by population and percentage. And but you have to use it consistently to have conversations. We have conversations here daily, regularly. And to have a conversation and make one on numbers and the other one on population statistics is not a level field. The only way to do that is to approach both the same way. Are more white people on welfare than black people? And,
yes.
And Mexicans. Mexicans, totality. Mexicans, any kind of Latino, black, more white people are on welfare but again, percentage-wise, then it still falls level to the percentage. That's all I'm saying. And people, when you, as he put it, impassioned, that's all I am saying is when you break it down by percentage, it's not all over the place. That's why I said, if we went to Italy, more crimes in Italy are probably going to be committed by Italians because that's what's lived there. Unfortunately, when we break this place down, there's more white people that live here, and then it follows the percentage-wise. So more, you're going to find that more white people are in that category.
Okay.
I don't understand why that is that is not. If you want to use that, if you were going to use the statistics holding the police accountable. That's what white people. This is a white person trick. Is when they go, well, no, more white people are being shot. That's a white trick. But now you're using the same trick, but to switch it, you can't switch it. It has to be consistent.
Okay. All right, last one. Now this is not from, wait, is it? Oh yeah, it is, okay. Our girl A.B. Sometimes I get it mixed up because we have a girl named B, and then this is who we, yeah.
Dun dun.
Right. Mm-hmm. To my big daddies. It reminds me when she said that, to my big daddies. Big daddy. Remember that? Rounders?
Yeah.
John Malkovich.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
I splash the pot whenever the fuck I choose. Big daddy. And your fate.
Where is he at?
John Malkovich?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We don't have.
Voyage! He tap me. He tap all night. Tap. He beat me. Straight up. Pay that man his money.
Where I want to know sometimes where people go in this business, man.
I don't know, man. You know, them motherfuckers get rich and then buy castles in Scotland and shit. Be missing. To my big daddies, thank you for reading my letter about my mother's death on the podcast. I really appreciate the kind words and condolences. I am very sad to hear about the loss of Shannon. I was thinking about her and wondering how she was doing. Thank you for... Forgive me. Thank you for taking the time to share about her passing with us. I'm so sorry.
This is so inappropriate.
No. I'm so sorry. I'm having a dark comedic moment. All right. Many thanks to her roommate for letting y'all know. Congrats with the new podcast on Vlad TV. That was another great solo interview as well. Keep up the great work. I love this podcast. I listen weekly.
Dude, you're making me laugh. Now I'm feeling bad.
I'm sorry. I hate when things get heated between y'all, but I know these tough conversations have to happen. Things were already brewing from the prior episode when Aries was critiquing Andy's comedy. I saw the temperature rising, and it reached the boiling point at the race conversation / debate. I love and respect both of y'all. I am able to see and agree with both of y'all on different things that was said. It's easy for us to give our feedback when y'all were having these tough decisions. Keep up the good work, guys. A.B. And there it is. There it is.
You okay?
Dude, damn. See, and this is what the truth is when I talk about the power of comedy. When it gets you, it gets you. And often you don't have a say in the matter, man. It gets you. And something got me in the middle of that.
But listen, just to say this, and because I live in this area, inappropriate comedy is the best comedy. Inappropriate comedy is the thing that gets you through the horrible moments. And to see you laugh at something that you're talking about this is actually nice. And people won't understand that. They'll think it's when I went, this is inappropriate. I was joking, but this is how we get through it. This is how we process. This is how we're allowed to continue to move on when a tragedy happens.
Yes.
So when people don't understand that, and that's what makes comedians kind of these renegade outcasts, is because that's how we get through it.
Yes.
You want me to get some dates? Or you want to?
I thought Ronald Williams is what happened to Shannon. I think Shannon would laugh at that, yo.
I do that thing. I love when we tell a joke that's inappropriate, we always do it with the person's consideration that I think that they would find it funny, and I agree with you. And I know,
and I don't think people in the past would want you to take. I don't know if pity is the right word, but pity on them, or you know what I mean?
No, you want what did she love about why did she follow the podcast? Why did she come to the
Because
show?
she knew what the cocaine was.
And she loved comedy.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you want to be a part of that? I love
Right.
when people try to defend things that they don't need to be defending.
Right.
And the people that should defend it don't, because they're actually enjoying being part of it.
Right.
And so people need to get over themselves. Anyway, here we go. You're listening to this on the 16th of June or later, but I will be at CB Live in Phoenix, North Phoenix, at the 16th, 17th, and 18th. Aries is off that weekend enjoying his Father's Day. I will be, and then we will both be back together again on June 24th to the 26th at Tacoma Comedy Club in Washington. Then the 30th through July 2nd, we're in Jacksonville Comedy Zone in Florida. After that, you will find us at Irvine Improv, July 7th through the 10th. Aries will be at Kansas City Improv, the 15th and 16th with
Gerard Guillory.
And then the following week, Aries and I will be back at July 21st to the 24th at the Blue Room. We haven't been there before. That's in Springfield, Missouri. The Blue Room Comedy Club, Springfield, Missouri. And then July 28th through the 30th, we're going to be at the Comedy Zone in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes. Charlotte, that's the one yes.
That's
the one I love.
That's my favorite Comedy Zone.
Yes. Stone Town and a coach. All right. Drizzo mic artist. Instagram at Drizzo, Drizo. And on Facebook, Andre Gordon, ANDRE GORDON. This motherfucker.
Oh, you almost made it through the whole podcast.
Oh my God. Oh.
He has all his information, right?
Who, this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has a picture.
And there's a picture, but they ain't gonna see the picture.
No. But I'm just saying, if you're out there and you have been commented about that you don't present well when you send in your shit, maybe you contact this gentleman right here because he seems to have his shit together.
Yeah, hopefully the music is good. Drizzo, mic artist, and there it be.
Spears and Steinberg.
Thanks for listening to the Spears and Steinberg podcast. If you'd like to know who's responsible for this shit, it was hosted by Ari Spears and Andy Steinberg, produced by Steve Merrick and Anthony Holmes, executive producer, Big Papa, Robert Kelly, and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button podcast. For more information on where to find us on the internet, visit SpearsburgPod.com.